Well, all right. Tonight I'm gonna do a special video that involves the old barrel here. I love this barrel. I bought this thing about a year ago, and I put two beers in it. I put the stout in it. The rye stout. I got second place in the state of Maine in that one. So this one is beer number 2 in that. This one is the Belgian Tripel. I have not brewed a triple before, and I just like I like the Allagash triple that they make, and that's barrel aged, and so I said to myself, I'm gonna make the same thing too. So I got some pilsner, 7 pounds 12 ounces. This is for a 5-gallon recipe. I've got 2 pounds 4 ounces of Munich. Got 3 ounces of some cara pills, and I got 2 ounces of special Belgian malt. That is. I wish I had more special B. I wish I had less B, sugar. I think this recipe had way too much beet sugar in it. There's the one stutter for the night for the Keag House. That's it. That's all I'm gonna allow. So 1 pound 12 ounces of beet sugar. If I have a beer that has too much sugar in it, I tend to get a headache, and especially if it has that kind of sugar in it, beet sugar. It just makes me have a headache for some reason. So that's that for that. This had Syrian golden hops at about 60 minutes. Kind of a spicy hop. It's like a spicy earthy hop. So there's that for that. It's the kind of hop you'd have for a beer like this. Because this is a Belgian kind of specialty beer. Which is to showcase kind of complexities of malts that are just plain malts sometimes. So like special Belgian is not a plain malt, but it has a lot of character. So a lot of plums and dark malts kind of thing going on. So at 15 minutes, I had saaz hops, which is like hallertau, and I just had a small amount, just for a smell almost like something that you'll almost taste, and then I had same amount of hops, same amount of saaz hops at about 2 minutes, just for smell, really. This beer here is not a huge hop smell beer, but it's more of the things that kind of come out on a triple sometimes are the sugars, there's a sweet kind of hot sugar kind of smell, and then as it kind of as you sit on the beer, as you have it, it kind of heats up to there's these fruits, it's raisiny kind of things that are supposed to come through, plumish, dried plum kind of taste. So yeah, that's that for that. I wasn't really sure the style to make. I looked at a couple recipes, and I kind of messed around, and I was like, this is what I'm gonna make. I used the 3787 Trappist high gravity yeast on this one. I don't think I've used that before, but that's that's one for getting high gravities right down to 10, 8 or 5 or something like that, if you let the beer sit long enough. This beer came in at 8.5. I also bottled this. I also bottled this like a wine bottle. Yeah, I just can't say words with W's in them. But yeah, no, I like this. I like how this looks. You know, it's very classy to bust this out. Hey, friend, wanna enjoy a Belgian triple with me? I hope you do, because I'm about to crack this one. I'm gonna crack it over beside the sink here in a second, because I've had a couple of these corks actually pop up on me. And I stuck these in the fridge, so I tend to think that I left this out for too long, and it's gonna be a little bit too highly carbonated. But it's gonna be okay for the style. It's just gonna be a little bit too much per se coming out the bottle. I could pop it right here if you want, but I don't know. Maybe I'll turn this over towards the sink. We'll see how this shit goes. All right. I make no promises on this one. I'm gonna use this this bucket here to catch any extras. Make sure I get all the water out of that. There's no influence in the flavor. Oh, hang on a second. There's a cork still stuck in here. Wonder what that was from. Alright. Here we go. Here goes nothing. Here we go. Well, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Fucking right. Alright. I'll find a cracker right here. Belgian triple. This is the barrel aged Belgian triple. I've had this. I made this before the whole pandemic happened. I made this right around like March 2020, actually. So there's that for that. Hang on one second here. Let me just put the cork back in that. I'm actually really happy how that popped. Just stick a cork back in that. Put it back for later. Swivel the old thing here. And let's get back to drinking. So let me just swivel that back. Sorry about that. Well, Belgian triple. Barrel aged Belgian triple. I did have a stout in here before. So beer 2 was a triple. Yeah. So this one comes in at about this one is about 8%. It's about had 2 milliliters of lactic acid in it, just to get the harshness down and all that. Let's see. No. It's a little bit of a barrel taste. It's not too much though. There's actually little tiny hints of like apple, like little hints of like oak, I guess you would say, like apple and oak, maybe just little tiny hints of that. Let me fill this back up for y'all. It is cool to homebrew. It's sweet, like after all these years to have these kind of beers like this just kind of hanging around your house and all. It's like, hey, it's time to crack one of these and have it, you know, because I've had it so long. I still have another like bottle of this, of the triple. I'm just going to leave it in there for a little while longer. Let that one just hang out for a year or two. Fuck it. Excuse me. So I bottled this. I barreled it, I think, for about 10 days. Yeah. 12 days. 12 days in the barrel. I think because I had the stout in there for 10 days, and the stout was really good. And I was thinking that I should probably have this in there for 12 days, just because some of that flavor has been like used up. But I also discovered that I need to let this sit in there longer. I wish I had let this sit in there about 25 days, a month, 2 months, maybe. I had a gravity on this one of 1072. It's a little high for me, but this is it's a triple. You're supposed to get it as high as you can get it. This might actually be like a Belgian double, really, like a high-end double. I actually called it hopefully triple, because hopefully it's gravitied enough to be a triple. It's real close. So it's kind of like a Belgian. It's like a slightly barrel aged Belgian. A Belgian double. How they pronounce it? Like Dubbel. A Belgian double. Double. I'm not Belgian, but I might be. I don't know. Yeah, I did did this beer back in March, and it was really cool. I don't think I'll make this again. I'm not like much of a triple drinker, I think if I ever made it again, I'd make it with like some fruit, maybe. And I would make a smaller batch of it, maybe. Just because I want to experiment, making more beers of this style. So there's that for that. Hopefully triple. I am truly like reaching into the Keag Haus vault right now and pulling out beers I didn't even really know that I had. I still have a Belgian wet beer. It's like a coriander wet beer. There's one left, and it's in the vault, and I'm gonna bust that out soon. I think I'm just gonna put that on here too. So see how that goes. I did also enter that beer in the contest last year, and it got a 5 stars out of 10, but lost a ton of style points on carbonation, but that's expected with those beers. Tons of honey. Make a beer with a ton of honey in it, hardly carbonate that thing and just play that thing by ear. Cut the carbonation right in half, honestly, and just. Especially if you have, I would say, especially if you're gonna add something close to maybe a pound of honey per a 2.5 gallon batch. If you've got a honey recipe like that, a beer honey recipe like that, I would say definitely cut the carbonation almost right in half. You might be scared to actually do that, but I wouldn't, because it's gonna the carbonation's gonna catch up. And it's gonna catch up in a time that's slow for you too. So it's you'll have one not carbonated. 2 days later, have another one. Is it carbonated yet? If they start to get there, stick that shit in the fridge. That's the homebrewer's way, and that's the way to always make it like this. I mean, this one is awesome. This one is perfect. So I love that, man. That's cool. I love that. I might even bottle more beers like this, you know, like with a cork. You know, just store them, stick them away with a cork. So there's that for that. It's not a bad beer. It doesn't have like a whole lot of really anything going on. I think as it heats up, I've had this beer before. I mean, obviously, and as it heats up, the sugar kind of takes on more of a character, and there's more of that going on. As far as you know, purple fruits and dark fruits, not much of that. Kind of just a barrel aged, plain Belgian Abbey beer with main grain. I'd have to give this, you know, honestly, like, I don't know, 2.5 out of 5, maybe a 3 out of 5, because of all the effort that I put into it. But yeah. I'm stuck with it now. I'm on vacation this week though, so I'm gonna drink this tonight, and I have some more Keag House videos coming up. The old Sedgwick is over there in the it's over there right there in the hot water bath. Just popping away. Looks pretty good, old Sedgwick. I'm excited for that one. Don't get me started about old Sedgwick. Alright. Keag House, I'm out tonight. Enjoy yourselves. Cheers, everyone. Have a good night. Drink a beer for me. I'll drink one for you, for sure. Night.